Hey buddy, Luxinda Swirl here. Alright, time to start on one of my projects from the January 2021 Wanderlust box by Mr. Nola's Glitter. I did the unboxing video recently. I will link to that below if you haven't seen that, so you can see what all we pulled out of the box. And today I am going to start with this tray mold. This was not out of the box. This is a tray mold I have from Resin. The reason I picked it is because I want to start by using, among other things, these 4 glow glitters that came in our Wanderlust box. So my thoughts are I'm going to mix up some resin. This entire tray mold takes 8 ounces. I'm going to start with 4, and I think that's too much because the leftover resin can go in the zodiac mold that we got in the Wanderlust box. Again, hopefully you can see this. It didn't show up very well when I edited the unboxing video. So I will put any leftover resin in there. But my idea is I'm going to mix up the resin, separate it out into 4 cups because we have these 4 colors. And then each glitter will go on its own side of this tray. There's a pretty significant lip. If you look at it from the side, as you can see, I wrote 8 ounces. Whenever I figure out how much goes in a mold, I write it on there somewhere so I don't have to measure every time. But this is a pretty deep lip on the tray. So I'm going to put one of the glitters in each lip. And then I'm going to let it dry or cure and then, or set up, however you want to say that. And then we'll come back and we'll do the actual tray part. So any extra I have of these 4 beautiful glow glitters will go into our zodiac molds. If I still have some extra, I will put it in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gear up and you'll see me. It should go very quickly unless I make an absolute disasteral mess out of something. And yes, disasteral is now a word. Sit back and enjoy the show. And we're back. Okay, let's see how our tray turned out. I didn't do a lot of talking, I just did some mixing and pouring. This part was pretty straightforward. I mixed up 6 ounces of clear cast 7050, poured in a crap ton of SOC Glitters Black Diamond. I will link to that below. I'll link to everything below. And now we are going to demold it and look at it. Well, let's take a look at how this turned out. I'm really excited about this. It's not the end of it. We are going to continue on. After I demold this, there's a final portion or two. But this sets the base, literally, the base for the finished product. I did spray mold release into this mold before I started the video on pouring both the sides and the bottom base. So here's how this looks. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the black diamonds glitter. And I love the, let's see, we have blue and green and purple and pink glitters from our Wanderlust box. That looks fantastic. It will need a little bit of sanding on the back, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, this is not complete. This was a little bit of extra. I'll just put that aside for next time. Okay, so what happens in here next? I've been trying to think of a different way, or a good way of getting some sort of Northern Lights depiction in here. I was thinking about mixing up some really pretty sparkly micas in a little bit of resin and basically like putting lines on a cup, except I would be draping lines onto the black. I would tape off the rims. I don't want to get paint on the rims or painted resin on the rims. I want those to stay the way they are. I'm just talking about the black base. Okay, so here's the plan with this tray. I want to keep most of the black sparkle base. I want that to constitute like outer space. We're going to go celestial here based on our Aurora Borealis or Northern Lights idea of the Wanderlust box. So I'm thinking I'm going to mix up some resin, enough for just a little bit. I'm going to have like 6 of these little medicine cups. I'm going to dole out a little bit of resin into each one. Into 3 of them, I will put some Aurora Purple Glow powder, just a little bit. And into the other 3, I will put a little bit of the Borealis Blue Glow powder. These are both from the Wanderlust box. And then into each of the 6 cups, I will put one of these following chameleon mica powders from Woody's Goodies. So we'll get a variety of things that on this black background will look, hopefully, kind of, sort of Northern Light-ish. And I will probably take my little medicine cup with the micas mixed into the resin and sort of drizzle some kind of icing patterns back and forth, kind of, sort of. I'm not trying to cover the whole base. I just want a little bit. I want it to look kind of celestial. So that's what we're going to try and do.
here it is, folks.
Look
at that. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Oops, sorry. I am so happy with how this turned out. It is just gorgeous in the sun. Look at that. Okay, it still needs a layer, a very thin layer of clear over the entire bottom where all my drizzles are. Where all my drizzles are. Well, here it is, folks. I put a final layer of clear epoxy over the base, over the Northern Lights drizzled portion. And here we have a gorgeous, gorgeous finished tray. I'm going to move it here. We're out in the sunshine. Hopefully you can see some of the spectacularness of this. The Northern Lights, our fancy mica drizzles. Oh, this is just absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with how this turned out. So very happy. What a gorgeous tray. I'm keeping this. This is mine. So now that we've had it out in the sunshine, let's run inside to our darkest room and see if this puppy glows. Stay right where you are.